Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. Hi, Sue. You're waiting. Yeah, I've been just sitting here waiting too. I waited till it was 4:01. I don't know why. I had my tea. I had a salad for lunch. My stomach doesn't do well with salads. I don't know if it's just too much roughage or what. So I only have a salad maybe every other week or so. I'll have one. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else will be in here or not. Maybe just you and me. Yeah, they came out with a thing over the news and also on Facebook or YouTube, wherever it was, that Medina was going to have delayed shipping. I don't know why, just Medina, but maybe they're so busy. I don't know. I got mail today. I've been getting mail, but evidently it doesn't come as fast as it's supposed to come. I bought myself a Google Chromecast. This is that little thing that will take the place of my Apple TV that isn't working really well. Remember when we were trying to get Netflix over it, and we were having such a problem. I'm hoping that this will be better. This is on sale for $29. My son told me. I think it's usually like $35. On Black Friday or around that time, it was on for like $22, but I missed that. But yeah, he said to get it. He has it. It works pretty good. But you use your phone as your remote control instead of like my little Apple remote. Use your phone somehow. I went on YouTube and saw there's a lot of people on there telling you exactly how to set it up, plug it in, set it up, and use it. So I haven't done it yet. It came last night. The Amazon driver was in a great big white van. He came all the way up to the back deck. And when he got out of the van, he had this headlamp on his head. It was so bright. It was like a huge spotlight, LED spotlight. It practically blinded me when he looked, looked at the deck or into the window. But he put it out there, so I knew it was right there. I went and got it after he left, of course. So I have it. I just haven't opened it and done anything with it yet. I'm still working on redoing my inventory. I'm on like the 10th bin. This bin that I just finished, half of it was unlisted at all. I don't know what in the earth happened, except that I must have listed that whole mess of clothing like all at one time or pretty close to each other. And when I did a whole batch of things and ended listings and relisted, I must have not hit the sell similar button and they didn't relist, is all I can figure out. Why that many? There had to be, I think, 14 items in there. So they went on like brand new items that I just bought. Well, they do. Supposedly they do anyway, but this was really, they haven't been listed for quite a long time. So I am listing things, and I've listed some books, here and there, one at a time. I just pulled out some nonfiction books that I have to look up. I don't think any, I think I looked up all my books a long time ago when I was selling on Amazon. Remember, Sue, when I was making those big boxes for Amazon? I think I scanned a lot of my books, and I don't think there's any there that are worth a lot. But I'm just going to put them on anyway. I need shelf space. So I'm not going to read these books. I'll save some of the ones that I'm interested in as far as the nonfiction things go. But as far as reading the fiction books, I have Audible now. I listen to all my books. So I'm going to just sell them, whether they go for $3 or $4 or not. I won't make but $1 on them. But they'll be gone, and I'll have shelf space. So there you go. I talked to Carl and them last night again on the phone about Christmas. Ava has given me a couple ideas, what she wants, but Jack just wants money. So he's getting another check just like he did for his birthday. And Carl told me he wanted a Dragon Telecaster. That's he collects or he buys very expensive guitars, and he saves them because they do nothing but go up in value. He bought one, I think, even just last year that cost like $1,200. It's now worth over $2,000. So he's told me I could buy him that. That's $1,350. I said no. So, and just more inventory I'll put on my shelves. I don't know. I can't put anything on the shelves until the books would sell because they're on the shelves. I need to sort things out, especially in that back closet where all those dishes are. I need to sell those too. But yeah, I called today. I canceled my haircut appointment. I've just pretty much decided I'm not leaving the house. I haven't been to the barn in 2.5 weeks at least. And there's hardly anybody there, but they don't wear masks there. The only one that wears a mask is Judy once in a while, and she wasn't there the last couple of times. So I'm not going there. I'm not going to go get my hair cut. And I called this morning. I called my regular doctor. I had an appointment set for the 15th, which is Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. And I canceled that too. And she sounded like she wasn't very surprised because I think a lot of people are canceling right now, just waiting. You know, it's so close that we're going to get a vaccine down the line. I mean, it's going to be, I think, months before we all get it. And then it's going to be a long time. You don't become immediately immune. It's a whole thing. So it's going to be probably till summer or fall before we can be sort of back to normal, I hope, maybe. But anyway, here I am in my house. My daughter is getting more and more about staying in her house also, except for her going to the barn. She won't give that up for sure. She needs that for her mental health for sure. But she thinks she has sort of given up the idea, at least till after Christmas, when the crowds die down at the malls and the grocery stores. Over by her, she lives not far from a big mall. And every time she rides past it, it is so packed at the malls. It's like nothing is happening. So she got the job to do Instacart, but she's afraid to do it because the stores are so jam-packed. She's already had a couple anxiety attacks going into Giant Eagle picking up her groceries. So she doesn't have to do that. Yeah, you have to get 2 shots. I think 2 weeks apart, is it? Something like that. Oh, last night was the last bingo for a while. Yeah. Yeah, Medina is like in the purple. That's like the worst around here. So actually, Michelle's in one step up, which is better, but it's still terrible. So yeah, I started to get a migraine last night before I went to bed, where I get those squiggly lines. I used to get migraines all the time, and they've sort of gone away where I don't get the headache. I just get the squiggly line, and if I lay down right away, take an aspirin, and get out of the light at all, I don't get the headache. Unfortunately, besides the anxiety, my daughter I've already passed on migraines to her. I mean, I don't think I can do that, but she's prone to migraines. But she gets them right at her time of the month, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's when she gets them, almost every month. And she gets them so she can't even get up out of bed. I mean, she gets them really bad, like I did way in the beginning. Anyway, I have been getting a couple nightmares. I'm sure is about all this too. The nightmares aren't about the virus, but they're just disturbing kind of dreams that if I wake up, I can't get back to sleep without going back into the dream. And so it's whatever time I wake up from it, I'm up. I may lay in bed for another 2 or 3 hours, but I'm not asleep. Like the other night, I had one and I woke up at 5 minutes to 5, which wasn't too bad, but it was 4:55. I looked at the clock. I tried to go back to sleep. I kept going into this same dream, so I didn't. That's when Morgan gets hers. Yeah. Yeah. So the whole thing is very depressing. My daughter, though, one good thing happened. My son gave her the name when we were talking on Zoom and on Thanksgiving. My son gave her the name of somebody he knows that played golf at the golf club that he's at, that he knows pretty well. He's a retired accountant, and he has helped people get into the unemployment or the thing about she wants the small business thing, the small business and the back money from that. That's what she's trying to get. So she called him, and he got her as far as he couldn't get in for her and do it himself, but he did get her the number that she called, and she got into somebody that was very helpful and walked her step by step through every step. And now her case is pending, which it could be pending for months, but at least she got through that she couldn't get through before, because they kept sending her to different places. But this woman, Michelle says, well, I wouldn't let her hang up. But this woman didn't send her on to different people. She walked her through the whole thing herself, which was very helpful. So hopefully that she can get something, because her business, of course, went in the dumpster, her photography business, when this all started. She still does a few outdoor shoots with horses and people and some seniors, but they're all outdoors. That's all she's been able to do. So, yeah, so not much going on. I told you about the inventory. I do try to keep myself busy doing that because it makes me, at least makes me feel like I'm doing something and getting something accomplished. Heaven knows I'm not cleaning the house very much. I can't believe the amount of hair, dog hair and stuff around here. I've got to run my vacuum. Yeah, I haven't even been able to keep my mind together to get on and do gift cards. Yours will be easy, Sue. Yours isn't the problem. The problem is when people want other types of gift cards from stores. That's not as easy. I was going to get Carl and Linda some, I usually got them restaurant cards, but now I don't think I should do that either. Although they love to go to Outback restaurant, which they haven't been going, but you can pick up stuff at Outback and you can use the gift card that way. So I don't know. I asked him last night when I was on about what if I had some steaks delivered? You know, what was that company that delivered steaks? He knew it, but he says they've gotten so they're not so good anymore. And anyway, his boss, Annie, the construction company, she always sends that out. So I'm not going to do that. So I don't know. It seems so dumb just to send checks. Yeah, Omaha Steaks. Yeah, he says that that's gotten so it's not as good as it was in the beginning. So I don't know. They do love their steak, though, especially my son and little Jack. He's gotten him into eating really good steak. So Linda, of course, won't tell me what she wants. She says nothing, don't get me anything, which doesn't help. Ava told me a couple things, which I've already bought. But I thought if I could make a box for each one of them, they could open. And I'd wrap everything in the boxes, send them each like a big, large priority box, and they could open the things that's in them. But I can't even get anything. I mean, last year I got a whole bunch of little things like stocking gifts. They loved opening that stuff. But I can't get that kind of stuff. You really can't buy that kind of stuff online. It costs way too much than, just going and buying things for $1 or $2 here and there. Little things. They enjoyed that, though, as much as getting their gift card. I mean, what fun is that? Personally, I like my Starbucks gift card. I don't know, Sue, if that's what you're sending. Or Panera. That's usually what Linda and my sister get me. Those things you can pick up at the window. I'm fine with that. But I won't get out of my car for anything. So I don't know, maybe after I'm done doing my eBay stuff, which I'm almost done doing for the day, because I can only sit and look at the computer screen so long, because it gives, hurts my eyes, makes my eyes tired. So I may then, while it's still light, of course, it's going to get dark again. That's why I didn't do this last night. It was dark. I have to be doing this in the light to see the connections on the back of the TV. So this may have to wait till tomorrow. I'll let you know if it works, Sue. You have a smart TV. You don't need this. But there's nothing wrong with my TV. When I thought it was going bad, I thought it was completely broken and going bad. And then all of a sudden it corrected itself and it's been fine ever since. So I'm not going to get a new TV just because I wanted a smart TV. This sort of makes it a smart TV. So we'll see if that's true or not. Everybody there is getting money too. I know. Especially this year. It's just too hard. Yeah. Well, thank goodness for Zoom. Sue, I think I'll text you, or the next time I'm going to call you, I'm going to do a Zoom. So I'll text you that you got an email, and then you can go on your email on your iPad and we'll Zoom. I mean, it's better than nothing. I know we're going to do another one at Christmas Eve. Linda and Carl and Michelle and me. If you want to be part of that, let me know. But it's only, the trouble is it's only 3 different people. Like their families, Carl's family counts as one because they're on one thing. But I think because you got thrown off because you were the first one in, and that was 4 of us all together. So for the free one, you can only do 3. Then you have to pay monthly to do anymore. So I think just you and me should do it once in a while. So I think I'll close. Go put some heat on my back, lay down for a while before I go do some more eBay. And I don't know where Bumblebee is. She's probably very busy with her kids are, I'm sure, home from college now. And Sue, how's your grandkids doing? Austin's home now, isn't he? I think you said he's home. Morgan's home. Is Morgan's boyfriend there, or he's not there? And tell Chris I said hi too. Tell everybody I said hi. Does Christopher use Zoom on his internet business thing? His work? All right. That's it. It is depressing. I'm going to be talking to Barb tomorrow. It's my regular appointment with Barb. Know who I mean? So I think it's a good time for us to talk. It's like a Zoom meeting also. Austin's working from Julie's, or Morgan is at Julie's works at a nursing home. Yeah. I don't like that. I'm surprised that they let her in. Well, they can't keep her there. The people that work at the nursing homes, they're going in and out and seeing other people and going, Is Julie and Morgan and you guys, are you still going to stores and everything? I don't know. I'm just way too anxious about this, but I don't think it's going to get better. I know my Barb will tell me I should be going at least to the barn. But so I pay the big bucks to have my horse taken care of. Morgan's boyfriend will be there at Christmas. Oh, Morgan gets the test once a week. Yeah. When I called my doctor, I asked her if they were going to get the vaccine there, and she said she didn't hear that they were, because the hospital workers and the doctor, of course, they'll all get it first. But as far as the patients, unless you have symptoms, you don't, then you can just go up to the health department in Medina here and get it. And then it'll be doled out. After all that, it'll be doled out to, I think, nursing homes next. And then it'll be doled out to the public here in Ohio anyway, and to 4 different pharmaceuticals. And CVS is one of them. Now, I don't know if CVS in Target is going to be one of them, or if it's the regular drugstore, which is just sort of up the street from that, but we'll see. I can't even think about it, to tell you the truth. I just try to keep myself busy here in this house. Oh, my furnace, my boiler. Now, that's one thing that happened. I started not having enough heat in this bottom part, well, this step down part of my house. The kitchen, this room, the dining room, and my family room, which is all windows. The heat wasn't going into the pipes. I have a boiler furnace, hot water heat. It was not getting pumped into the piping in these 3 rooms. Now the upstairs, I mean, just the first floor, the parlor, the living room, the computer room, all that area was nice and warm. So I called him and I said, well, you haven't done the yearly check on my boiler, so could you come and do that? So he came. He has somebody working with him now, so it's 2 people. But we stayed a whole room apart, and they wore masks, so I wasn't by them at all. The only time I even went within probably 4 or 5 feet was when I handed the check to them. And he handed me the, invoice. But other than that, we were far away, and he didn't touch anything except doorknobs and things, which I wiped right off. Of course, he touched the boiler, but I don't touch that anyway. So anyway, he did that on the 3rd of December, okay? Then I know it seemed to be working okay, and then I woke up a couple days ago, and it was really cold upstairs, and I came down here, and it was freezing in the kitchen, dining room, and family room. I felt the pipes again, cold. So I called him again. He says, well, the pipes probably just need bled. I'll just stop by after my job here. They were doing a big new house job. And he bled the pipes down in this part of the house. There was no air in the pipes. It was just water come out. So that wasn't it. And then he finally went downstairs and really studied what was going on, and found out that I needed a new, what was it? Some new pump, relay pump. Now, I had just gotten a new relay pump 4 years ago, but evidently they don't last too long. But it's an expensive part. So he says he would get it and be back the next day. So yesterday or the day before, it all runs together. He came back, they installed that. Everything's working perfectly now. So hopefully this will last me all winter. I won't have any more cold things. But both of those visits, he didn't charge me for bleeding the pipes, of course, but those other 2 visits, they amounted to the 2 of them together, $706 I paid for my boiler to be working, which I just really didn't need right now because I need extra money in case the kids need extra money. But I don't think Carl will, but anyway, Michelle's another story. So that's what happened to my boiler. Hopefully it's all fixed. It's working fine today. Worked fine after he left yesterday. And it's nice and warm in here now. So I hope this lasts all winter because I have enough wood for maybe one good fire, like an all-day fire in my fireplace on a really cold day. Other than that, I have no wood and I have no way to get it. Judy and her husband, of course, her husband's been laid up for a while now. He's not cutting wood anymore. And they have a, what do you call those things? Wood burner. They have a wood burner, a big one. So they use wood. So I don't think they're going to give away any more wood. So I'll have to buy it if I want any, and it's terribly expensive. So I don't know. I love to make fires in the fireplace. Did you notice the size of that needle in the info about the vaccine? It looks very long. Well, it's intermuscular, but the syringe itself was tiny. It was like almost looked like a insulin syringe. Didn't it? Didn't you think the syringe itself looked tiny? Yeah, the needle was, I don't know, like a size of a intermuscular needle. It's not just a sub-Q shot. I don't know. So I'm going to close. I'm sorry about your bingo. Stay home. Don't go anywhere. And hopefully we'll get out of this alive. If I'm not crazy before that. Because I do feel like I'm losing my mind at times. So I'm going to close now and I'll see you on Zoom maybe.